Headline: WASPI Women, Pensions and the Politics of Accountability. Shadow Minister speaks out. This morning we spoke to Helen Whately, Shadow Work and Pension Secretary for the Conservatives, on the growing controversy over the WASPI, Women Against State Pension Inequality, compensation issue. On the $10 billion black hole in public finances, Helen Whately was asked about the $10 billion potential bill linked to compensating WASPI women and why the Conservative Party is pointing fingers at Labour. The Ombudsman began investigating this while we were in government. But when Labour came to power, the Secretary of State at the time decided not to compensate these women, Whately explained. The evidence wasn't properly reviewed, legal fees were paid out, costing taxpayers $180,000, and now the whole thing is being reopened. The potential bill could reach $10 billion. She emphasized that while the issue seems straightforward, a thorough examination of evidence is essential before making compensation decisions. The broader pension debate. Whately also addressed wider concerns about the state pension age and fairness across generations. Pension ages have risen as life expectancy increases. It's about striking a balance, ensuring older generations can live in dignity while considering the financial pressures on younger people. Immigration and human rights challenges. On the topic of immigration, Whately raised the party's stance on withdrawing from the European Convention on Human Rights. We believe reforming both UK law and exiting the ECHR is necessary to control borders and deport dangerous individuals who currently cannot be removed under European law. Labour is talking tough, but their backbenchers often block meaningful reform. On welfare and universal credit. The interview also touched on welfare reform and universal credit. We introduced universal credit and reduced unemployment and benefits dependency during our time in government. Labour, on the other hand, cancelled many of these reforms and have yet to make substantial progress. Other current affairs. Whately weighed in on police accountability after misleading statements during the Maccabi Tel Aviv versus Aston Villa match and rejected proposals to axe jury trials, citing 800 years of tradition. Panel reaction. James Robinson highlighted Whately's point on Labour's internal challenges. The leadership faces constraints from its backbenchers, which hampers decision-making. Starmer still has time to prove himself, despite speculation about leadership challenges. Elliot Kegg focused on the WASPI women case. While the previous Conservative government managed to resist claims for a long time, the key is that Labour must now carefully consider the cost. $10 billion is an extraordinary sum, equivalent to about 1.2p on the basic income tax rate. It's not a simple case of fairness. It's a huge financial burden on taxpayers.